There is a line of cars here at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. The entire parking lot, basically, right?
It's been an incredible response. You know, we just opened it up here about an hour ago, and people have been just flooding down here, excited about the snacks, excited about the books, and we're just as excited as they are.
Yeah, it's great. The atmosphere down here is wonderful.
Yes.
People are just excited to be here
Yes.
and get a free book and free snacks, and it's going really well. It's kind of like a well-oiled, I don't want to jinx us, but it's a well-oiled machine, right?
You might come here and think it looks like a really long line, and it is a long line, but it's moving very quickly. We have a lot of volunteers here making this run very smoothly.
Right, we heard from one of our volunteers that the line now is backing up onto Havana.
Yep.
We have about 1,000 books to give away, right? We could run out, but we're told they will tell you at the entrance if they're out of an age category book, so you'll have the opportunity to turn around if you'd like to do so. But you can stay in line and get snacks.
Yeah, and we do have a lot of really good books here for just about every age group, from kindergarten all the way up through high school.
Right, and this is all a partnership and part of an initiative, right?
Yes.
To promote literacy in young kids.
Yeah, we're very excited about this. This is our KREM Cares Big Book Giveaway, and we're just making sure that kids and families are supported here by getting a book, getting a free snack. It's all about promoting literacy and getting kids excited about reading, and this has just been an incredible event.
Look, we get to be the face of it, but the real work took months to prepare, right?
That is true.
And behind that is KREM 2's Laura Papetti. She is standing by live with more on this big operation. Laura?
Well, hi guys, hi everyone. Such a perfect day. We were a little worried. It started to rain earlier and then Jeremy said no rain and it went away, and now it's perfect, and we have so many people coming through. In fact, you can see right behind me there is quite a line here at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Those cars snaking through, but they are actually making very good time. It goes pretty quickly, and we asked Isabella and her dad to swing by and say hi to us. She is in 2nd grade and she got a book. Oh, and she's putting her snack in the snack holder. Isabella, what do you think about today? And tell me what you got. Oh, the camera's making you shy, isn't it? Did you get a book? Can you show me the book? Oh, do you think it'll be a good one?
Yes.
Do you like to read?
Yes.
What do you like about it, Isabella? She's looking at Dad for help. Does she read a lot?
She does. Every day. She does one book a day. So she loves to read.
She's totally embarrassed. Dad is bragging about her. I love it. A cute, perfect kid. It's hard, right?
It really is. It really is.
So what did you think about today's event?
You know, I think it's great. I mean, especially with everything going on, rising prices. Her school's doing the same thing, so she's got a lot of books over the last month. And I think she's gone through about a good 3 of them so far. So she loves to read. And
so it's great to have it.
It is. It gives her options. Yeah. Sometimes she'll have Dad read it to her, or other times she just wants to read it to Dad. So that's what she loves to do.
Well, we say go home and read to Dad, okay? Thanks for coming today, Isabella. See you later. Can you wave? Goodbye. Very cute. And if you guys just stay right here real quick, I'll catch up with you. 2nd grade, reads, like he said, every day, loves books, and that's what it's all about. So I'm going to send it back over to you guys as we continue to cover all the cars pulling through here and all the families having fun at the KREM Cares Big Book Giveaway.
Well, get this. Today, we've only topped out in the 60s, and right now, we don't sit too far from the 60-degree mark, 61 degrees. And that means yesterday was our last 70-degree day, and today, likely our last 60-degree day of the entire year. When it comes to air quality, still suffering just a bit. We have air quality sitting in that moderate range, between moderate and unhealthy across the region today. We're starting to see slight improvement thanks to a little band of showers that move through, but the real improvement starts tonight. It takes us through the day tomorrow. Basically, the way I've been describing this is the incoming storm, this is not it, but you're looking at that sweeping the region, that little bit of moisture now moving out, while our incoming storm packs enough of a punch that we're talking likely the end of fire season by late next week. We're looking at a ton of rain. It all starts tomorrow afternoon. Notice it's right afternoon. It continues, and then Saturday, it looks like a bulk of that moisture stays just a little bit farther south. Sunday will start to dry out just a bit. All in all, not looking like a bad forecast, but look at those highs. We're down in the low 50s every day.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Turning now to your top headlines tonight. We now know the identity of the man who deputies shot and killed in Loon Lake last week. The Stevens County coroner identified the man as 52-year-old Jeffrey Smith. The coroner says his cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds. Also tonight, we know the names of the 2 Spokane County deputies who shot and killed that man. Deputy Stephen Blackman and Deputy Alex Bullion were involved in the shooting. Previously, according to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, a man reported an armed suspect pointed a pistol at his head and threatened to kill him, then fled to Stevens County. Neighbors reported Smith firing shots in a Stevens County neighborhood and trying to escape law enforcement during a standoff. Deputies used a drone to find Smith hiding in a wooded area. At about 10 p.m., 2 SWAT team members shot Smith. An investigation into the shooting continues, and we'll bring you updates as we receive them. And tonight we're checking in with a North Spokane business that was recently burglarized. Spokane police say this situation is one of several in the neighborhood. KREM 2's Janelle Finch tells us more.
Several businesses in North Spokane have reported burglaries over the last few months. Tonight, I spoke with one business owner who says her establishment was at the center of one of these attacks. She says she's not upset about the money she lost, but rather the time she lost as she worked to pick up the pieces. Rachel Gano and her husband opened Fluffy's Candy Store in North Spokane as a fun business venture. But early September, the couple reported their business, founded on fun, had been burglarized. Gano says the burglar shattered one of the doors with a rock, then stole her cash register. A month later, another business just a few doors down reported a burglary too. Gano says she believes the increase of crime in her area could be linked to Spokane's population growth.
I don't believe it's common, but I think it's becoming more common. Just the influx of new residents and just people to Spokane in general.
We reached out to Spokane police with more questions on the reported activity in this area. Julie Humphreys with the department says police are aware of these cases and at least one arrest has been made. She says police are actively investigating other cases. In Spokane, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
One of Spokane's largest job fairs returned to the Centennial Hotel today. More than 70 employers are hiring for various roles. This is the 7th annual Access Spokane Job and Resource Fair. It is held every October with a focus on National Disability Employment Awareness Month. Employers hope Spokane hosts more job fairs like the one today.
This community deserves to have all of the avenues that it could possibly go down left open for them. So it's very important to us as a company, as well as everyone that's attending, to show them that there's plenty of opportunity.
The event is put on by WorkSource Spokane. The organization helps pair jobs with candidates throughout the city. They said over 150 people signed up for today's event. And if you couldn't attend today, this Career Fair today, WorkSource Spokane says they hold smaller job fairs every month. Well, taking a look at your election coverage now, Spokane County Sheriff Ozzie Knezovich is retiring this year, and that means his seat is up for grabs. We want to help you get to know the 2 candidates who want the job. I was able to meet with each candidate over tea to learn about their stance on local issues. So in tonight's Tea with Amanda Roley, we hear from John Nowels. Well, John Nowels, thank you for joining me today to talk about your campaign running for Spokane County Sheriff. You've got the tea. We both have tea, but I have the questions. So we'll start out with a real tough one. What tea did you choose to drink today?
So actually, I think they called it the F-bomb. I clearly don't get to choose, but I asked them what tea they had that was most similar to a drip coffee.
So tell me why you decided to run for Spokane County Sheriff.
You know, running for sheriff isn't about ego for me. This isn't something that John Nowels has felt necessary to do for the last 25 years. I didn't come into law enforcement with the idea of being a chief of police or a sheriff or anything like that. But I do care about this profession deeply. I care that we have the most professional policing services in the country, which here in Spokane County, we do.
How are you going to stand out among your competitors?
Number one, my experience, my ideas. My competitors, all you'll hear from them is we need a regime change, we need a change. And all they say about me is oh, he's just Ozzy 2.0. Well, I hate to break it to him.
Are you Ozzy 2.0?
Ozzy Knezovich isn't running for sheriff again. Ozzy Knezovich is retiring. If people want to know how I'm like Sheriff Knezovich, I absolutely believe in accountability. I absolutely believe that we need to support our staff and make sure that they are the most professional, most ethically and morally upright people that we have in our community.
What changes would you like to see if you're elected sheriff?
And one of my plans is to introduce a community resource deputy program.
What would that look like? I mean, door knocking, hi, I'm
Yeah,
in the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
So where do you stand on gun rights?
So here's the thing, I'm very pro Second Amendment. I really do believe we have a right to keep and bear arms, right? And clearly so did our founding fathers. What I firmly believe in is we need to craft meaningful red flag laws and put in restrictions on people who have mental health disabilities, substance use disabilities, people who have violent histories, people who have criminal histories that clearly show that they should not possess firearms and that they are a potential danger to others.
So what steps would you take to address the violence and the drive-by shootings that we're seeing in our community?
No, number one, we have to work with our legislators to get better sentencing. We have to get judges to hold people accountable. We also need to get more and better services to help people get better in the long run.
Over the years with Sheriff Knezovich in office, he's been very vocal about policies he either agrees with or doesn't agree with. So can you tell me how you would handle whether you agree or disagree with some policies that come across your desk as sheriff?
It's necessary for the sheriff to have a public voice about public safety things. Where I may differ from Sheriff Knezovich is about how I go about it. I like to focus on not attacking, but addressing the issue. I'm not going to make it personal.